Okay, so there's a story I want to tell you, and well, it happened a while ago, but quite some time ago, but I want to tell you anyway, so here it goes. Okay, here's the situation. My parents had gone away for a vacation for about a week, and they left the keys to their brand new car. It was a Porsche. A Porsche. Now, the car's not mine, of course, but I thought, hey, maybe I'll just take it for a little spin and show it off to some friends of mine. Just cruise around the neighborhood. And of course I thought I shouldn't, and I should. Of course I should, right? It's a Porsche. Come on. Yeah. So I'm driving, and pay attention. This is where it gets good. This is the thick of the plot. I pull up, and there's this beautiful girl, and she's walking. And so I pick up the car phone and perpetrate like I'm talking. I'm like, hey, I'm talking, because back then we didn't have cell phones. I told you it was a while ago, and car phone was like a status symbol. So I picked that up, and I'm like, hey, look how cool, look how status I am, and then I honk the horn, to get her attention. And she's like, is that for me? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, why? And I'm like, come on, take a ride with me. I'm cool, and I'm in a Porsche. But she's a little, she's a little wary, to say the least. She's like, how do I know you're not sick? You could be like a crazy man, a lunatic. And I'm like, come on, Toots. And I called her Toots. And I remember this. Because it's kind of a weird thing for a young man to say, calling a girl toots. I mean, it was a long time ago, but what kind of teenager calls girls toots? But anyway, she gets in, and we're on our way. And one of the great things I remember was we went to McDonald's, to the drive-in, of course, because we're in the car. And I remember we got 2 Big Macs and 2 large fries and Cokes. Then she kicks her shoes off onto the floor, and she's like, drive fast, speed turns me on. And then she put her hand on my knee. So I put my foot on the gas, and boom, we almost got whiplash. I just took off so fast. It was the roof was open. Oh, did I mention it's a convertible? Yeah, I didn't mention that earlier, but now, yeah, so I opened the roof. Music's up high, and her hand is just steadily moving up my thigh, which is good for me. And 3 buttons on her shirt opened up, or my shirt, I can't remember. And that's probably why I didn't notice the police car. So I'm going like 90 in my mom's new Porsche. And anyway, long story short, cop pulls me over, and I'm scared as hell. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have a license, officer, but I drive pretty well. But he didn't see the humor in that. I almost had a heart attack that day. Come to find out, that girl, she's like 12 years old, and she ran away from home. So that wasn't cool. 12 is a little bit under the age of consent, you know what I'm saying. So anyway, I'm arrested, car's impounded, and I know I'm going to get in big trouble with my parents for this. They're going to ground me. And so they got me at the station, and my parents had to come off their vacation and come get me. So they weren't pleased at all. And they walk in, and I'm like, hey, how was your trip? They didn't see the humor in that either. And then they started hitting me. And like then I had to drive home with them, and they took turns. Like one of them would hit me, and the other would drive, and then they'd switch, and the one would drive, and the other one would hit me. It was horrible. So, I mean, I guess the lesson is, just parents just don't understand.